NRG Stadium in Houston. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Check, check, lucky. Shoot.
Here comes Lindsay, toss right. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. Lindsay. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
One more time with Lindsay. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a third and goal. To throw is Watson. He's got Jordan complete right side. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the handoff, Taylor. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Garrett Wallow there on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Come on, let's go.
Now it's Watson. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Someone sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On first down, McElroy. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check, 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 check.
Here's Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Watson's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
They ain't ready for us.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
58 to Mike.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. These two teams all tied after one. The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Russell Gage, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 78 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a 2nd score.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Kylan Granson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On second down, right back to Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on it. Hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down. Maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay.